Nice day for a drive. Let's go check out Bladensburgh National Park. First stop, Skull Hole. Alright, let's go to the next spot. Let's go check out the river gums. Can't wait. So much lush greenery around here. As most of the park's closed, we've decided we're going to head off and make our way towards Winton and Longreach. Catch you soon.
Whenever you travel to country towns, people like to say, make sure you spend a bit of money in the local town. That was easier said than done in Winton. We pulled up there for some supplies after having last supplied in cans, and couldn't get any bread. We were hoping to get a chook and cook that up. Couldn't get any chicken. There's a bit of frozen legs and stuff around. There's only a couple of small grocery stores and a butcher in there. So we did spend a little bit of money, but last night's dinner turned out to be Lego spaghetti sauce and pasta, which is not exactly the sort of meals we like to cook when we're out in the bush. But that was all made up for by the location which we stayed in, which is just south of Winton, called Bladensburgh National Park, and that now ranks very high on my list of favourite national parks. It was a strange sort of forest, sort of lowland, open, sparse eucalypt, lots of dry sections, but then lots of sort of creeks and waterways. And we were staying near one of those creeks last night. Along with kangaroos, there was ample bird life. And this morning we were up and we saw a brolga knocking around, pecking up a bit of food. We saw a bustard, which is like a curlew, if you know what those are, a bush thick knee, but it's much bigger. Don't see many of them around, but I've seen a few of them over my time. And the other thing which I thought was spectacular about Bladensburgh National Park, and in fact everywhere around here in Winton, were the budgerigars. I don't think, certainly people keep heaps of budgerigars as pets, but I'd never seen one in the wild until we pulled up at Bladensburgh National Park. Now I've seen more budgerigars in the wild than I've ever seen in captivity. There's literally flocks of 50 or 100 of them just flying around, and then every eucalypt tree hollow there's a baby budgerigar in it with the parents feeding it. So if you're out this way, you could definitely spend 2 or 3 nights in Bladensburgh National Park without a doubt. And I'm saying that, and even half the park was closed when we got there, and we couldn't go out to the old homestead or other places that we wanted to have a look at. But the park in itself is pretty spectacular, so definitely add that one into your criteria. Heaps of places to camp out around here as well, so no worries about that. Plenty of free camping spots, and that's where we're heading tonight, to Dar River, something like that, and that's about I don't know, 30k this side of, that's 30k west of Longreach. And we've got about an hour and a half before we turn up in there. The one thing there is no shortage of in Winton is beer and pubs. So pub meals are certainly on the cards if you don't want Lego spaghetti sauce. And we could have done that, except we were too keen to get out into the national park. And of course had no problem resupplying in beer. Most of our day though has been spent wandering around the Age of Dinosaurs, which I have to say is a pretty good little tourist destination. It's won a few awards and whatnot. They got lots of dinosaur fossils. They've spread out the sort of area really well, timed it well, so you get a bit of a rest between, 3 tours that you can do out there. The first one takes you out into the sort of lab where they grind away little bits of rock from around the fossilised bones and whatnot. Another one where they got a little indoor cinema and a bit of a chat, and a whole bunch of really good dinosaur bones in there as well. And then out to where they have the fossilised remains of a dinosaur stampede, which was pretty specco as well. A whole bunch of footprints from a bunch of different dinosaurs. Well and truly worth going out there and having a look. And if you're out this far, then you'd be crazy not to stop in there. In fact, I think today has probably been my favourite day of the trip so far. Thoroughly enjoyed both Bladensburgh National Park and the Age of Dinosaurs. And it was even good to muck around a little bit in Winton and have a look around. It was a funny old little town. Everything out here is bright green, and that's because of all the rain that we've had this year, which is unusual. Usually it's all brown by now, but sitting up on top of the Age of Dinosaurs, which is a sort of jump up, you can look over all the green plains below, and it looks pretty specco. One thing we haven't achieved today is a firewood stop, and looking around us is pretty grim pickings around here, but we need to get some fire because we're going to go back and cook a Malay beef curry for dinner tonight. One hopes. Alright, I'll chat to you all on the other side of Longreach.
Hey guys, don't forget, hit that subscribe, like and notification bell so you know when we put our next video out. Thanks for watching.